Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Let us know what you're reading and all that kind of good stuff. And Mel Mac is on the ball because it's a good thing she puts this here because I would forget.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah,
Mel
it's
Mac said, "Hi everyone, stay tuned for the Around the World Readathon's November destination announcement,
yeah.
which is drumroll Mexico,
Hey,
Mexico."
that's exciting.
hmm Yeah, I she laughs at me because every time she always puts it in like the cruise section on Killing Time with gives us like
Mhm.
a chances to like guess what the country is gonna be, and she makes fun of me because I say Italy, and she's like, "You always guess Italy." I
One
go, "One
day,
of these
Storm.
days, I'm gonna,"
One day it'll be Italy.
because I want Italy. Can you not tell? So
No, I know. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I
uh,
think Transylvania would be fun right now.
well, yeah, for when she was asking us to guess like for October, I
Hmm.
was I was like Hungary or Romania
Oh,
or
yeah,
like
Romania.
all those and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mexico, they have Dia de los Muertos, so you could do some like sugar skulls and stuff like that and celebrate Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
So,
And so this is for November, and I will go ahead and like give you guys a little taste of the prompts here. It says, read a book that has anything that has feathers or scales, and read a book that has anything with a fragrance. Read a book that has something that is crushed, ground, or juiced. Read a book that has a character who wears any type of hat. Read a book that has something made of metal. And read a book that has something that is grown from seeds. And she expected me to guess what country did that come from.
I would not have gotten Mexico.
Yeah, I was like, I have no clue.
Those are, I mean, Melmac, I have to say, every time I hear prompts and like her prompts for each of the countries, I am surprised and I think they're so creative, and they're different. I mean, they're great. I would not think of any of those prompts that she pulled for Mexico. I would never think to like scales or feathers on the cover. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just not that creative. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and when you go into the Killing Time with Cozy's Discord and you like look at what she puts on there, like her little reasoning for the prompt or whatever.
Oh, I need to check that out.
Yeah, because there's a whole like little around the world readathon section, and each one of her countries, they always have like a little tiny paragraph about the city or
Oh,
whatever that she
nice.
picks, which is, and then like maybe it has some kind of festival or there's something grown there
Mhm.
or whatever.
That's really cool. Yeah, I when I go on Discord, I usually get sucked into something else, and then like I don't leave that section of Discord. Like I'm I'm in like the news section or
Yeah.
like
It's
books coming out or whatever else.
very
So
easy to get yourself put in, and and if you're Tiffany, you have to be guided around. So like if we want her to see something, we always have to put the at beach bum so that she'll go and look there, because she's like, I just stay in like the one area, like the current
right.
whatever you're currently reading or general or something like that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And Melmac said that she's currently reading Throw in the Trowel by Kate Collins, number 15 in the Flower Shop.
I love that series. Have you read that series, Storm?
I think I read two books from that series. They were good. They were okay.
Yeah.
I think I was a little bit tainted on the fact that I watched the show first. And see, everybody who's read the series absolutely hated the shows.
Hates the movies.
And
Yeah.
I love the movies because I like the two actors in the movies. And so
Yeah.
I like them. So, and they're a lot different because whenever I read the books, I
100%.
was like, wow, this is like totally different than
Yeah,
the movie.
I can see why everybody doesn't like it. I love the series. It's one of my first ones I started with Cozies. So I always have a special place for that series in my heart. But I think I have to think of the movie and the book as separate things because they're so different. And if I thought of them as like the same thing, I would hate the movies. But I love Brooke Shields and I
Yeah.
love what's his name? The guy.
Brendan
Something. Yeah.
Brendan Elliott? Brendan.
Yes, I think you're right. I think you're right. That sounds right. I like him too, and so I just can't think of them as the same thing. So
Well, it's like the Aurora Tea Garden and everything too.
yes, 100%.
I started watching the show and then I read the books. I've only gotten to like number 5, I think, in the books, but it's like this is like so much different.
Yeah.
It's like it's like they're just 2 different things.
They're 2 different things. I didn't care for the book series, the Rory Teagarden
The
book series.
was really different.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's why I think that may be why I'm stuck around 5. I like
Probably.
them. Like they were okay, but it wasn't like I don't gravitate.
Right. I'm with you.
And I forgot to ask, but what are you reading?
I'm supposed to be reading. I think Emily's probably here. Emily and Amy. I think they're in the chat. So yeah, they're here.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be. I haven't even opened this book yet. I'm supposed to be. I don't know. Chapter. Emily, what chapter am I supposed to be on? 6.
Tell her where she needs to hurry up and catch up to.
So I will be reading that. And I saw that Teddy Hamilton is the narrator for the male character on Mate. So, and I have Spotify, so I might dabble into the audiobook.
I don't know who that narrator is, so is he a good one?
You should look him up. He's got a nice voice, Storm. He's got a nice voice.
We'll have to look him up.
Yes, look him up. Look him up.
And
let me know.
I am going to probably be working because I'm really close. I'm 75% into Give Me Something Good to Eat by D.W. Gillespie. So I'll probably work on that and maybe hopefully try to get it finished tonight. Maybe.
If you finish it, I'm going to work on pulling up my confetti. So I have it somewhere. I got to learn how to keep doing it. So we're going to practice. So you're going to finish a book and so I can practice with my reaction.
Well, spells, I'm sure Cajun will.
Oh, that's true. So true.
And Mary Jo says, hello, everyone, and happy Columbus Day and Thanksgiving for the Canadians. Yes.
Yes.
And finished the Darius Rucker memoir last night after
nice.
Now we're reading The Wedding Dress by Danielle Steele. Cool.
Can I do it? Hey! I feel like she deserves confetti for that one because she's been working on that for a hot minute. So good job.
Yeah. And Esther James said, happy Monday. I am now reading Seventh Heaven, number 7 in the Women's Murder Club by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. And she's just plowing right on through that series.
I know.
She just started it this year and only a few months ago, I think.
Yeah. Hey, I don't remember if we've talked about this, like you and I don't remember what your answer was. Are you a binger or are you like a pacer?
I'd like to say I'm more of a pacer, but I'm kind of like a read the first one and forget her.
That's fair. You are.
Yeah, I do. I don't like to binge too much. Though I can tell if it's like a really good series or something I'm like really into. I don't mind binging it too much, but I don't like to do too many because I don't want to get burned out on them as well. But like when we first started like the Beaumont series, I was just gonna buddy read the first one. That's what we were gonna do. That was my pick because I was a co-host, and the first one was my pick for if anybody wanted buddy read. Mm-hmm. And and Kat and Carmen came on board with me, and we finished that one. And then they're like, "Well, you want to read another one? And do you want to read?" And me and Kat both had a bind up of the first 3 books, and we're like, "We should just go ahead and read this bind up, and just do it." And so we did. That was the first time I like binged a series like that, and I was like, oh, it's good. And then the next month we was like, well, we'll read one, and then we read. It's not. I think if we would have kept binging it like that, I might not have liked it. But now that we just do one a month, it's not so bad.
Yeah. Then you can like mix other things in it, so it's fresh. Yeah, nice.
And Michelle said, happy Monday, beautiful friends. Tonight I'll be reading Ward D by Frida McFadden.
Ooh. I like Frida McFadden for the most part. There's a couple
I
around.
read one book.
Yeah.
I read one.
Which one did you read?
The Housemaid.
Okay.
And I think I have on ebook. Was it The Housemaid's Secret? Was that the second one?
It's a red cover, or it used to be. I think they changed the covers. Yeah, that's the second one. I heard that one's. I can't get into that one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think I have that one, and I got it because it was like 99 cents.
Yeah.
and stuff. So I'm like, well, in case I want to continue with the series,
Absolutely.
but I'm not sure how I thought about the main character, and like I think she's a little morally gray. I like the whole thing, and I'm not like huge on that kind of thing. So I don't know. But yeah, I need to try another one of her books. Because I feel like I got into the one that ended up becoming a series, and it's like, really?
Right? That's the only one I think. I don't think any of her other ones have.
It is.
So
And
I like the coworker.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one was wild.
It's like, why did this happen to me? I'm like, oh, I'll pick a thriller to read. I like buddy read it with my friend Barb, and then I looked and it's like, really, it's gonna be a series. It was like,
yeah, there's 3 in a novella.
Oh wow.
So
it's crazy. Hi, Sock said, hi, all. I'm going to start Out of the Woods by Greg Olson. Someone mentioned it last night to see if it's a good fit for me. So I hope you like it.
I need to start his books. I have a bunch, like on, I think digital because they were on sale. And I like true crime. I need to start one.
And Amy says, hello, everyone. Listening to Cold Day by Jim Butcher tonight. I'm trying to finish it before it's due back to the library.
Good. That means she's not reading Mate.
Yes. Maybe you can catch up.
Yeah.
And Mary Jo said, Esther Jane, good choice. Books. Yeah, she loves that series too. And Cajun says, hi, everyone. Happy Monday. And woo, give me some confetti. She's been a member for 8 months.
I was going to say, like, that's a fancy one. Yay.
It highlights it whenever, I guess there's like little like highlights for being a member or something. So that's cool.
Sorry, we suddenly went to a rave. Yay.
Cajun partying down there. She had the ring.
Yeah. Tiffany's right. It does look like fireworks. I thought I was getting fireworks. We ended up at a rave.
And she's reading Ask Me No Questions, Hometown Hardware #2. And I know if Tiffany was here, she'd be like, yay.
Yeah, I loved the first one. I need to read that one. And it's perfect for fall. That cover is beautiful. Maybe I'll do that for my scavenger hunt.
Cool. I need to like try that series. I know a lot of people like really like it.
I think you'll like it. It's not food.
Yeah.
I know you don't like food or like restaurants, but and this one's like this one was fun.
Yeah, it's like it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
And Amy says, Mother Goose Librarian said, good evening, all. I'm reading The Secrets of Orange Blossom Cake by Rachel Linden. It's really good.
Ooh, it's on my list. I haven't read anything by that author, but I want to read some.
And Anita says, good evening, everyone. Tonight I'm reading Bait and Swiss by Karina Moss.
Nice.
And Cajun said, Melmac, excited to see where we are going next. And Esther Jane said to Mary Jo, thanks. You really just started, so not that into it, but so far good.
Good.
And Mother Goose said dinner was baked raviolis made by the hubby. Oh, that's nice.
Okay, while we're talking about ravioli, I have to ask you, Storm. You're from Missouri. Do you like toasted ravioli?
Yeah, I do.
Me too. I love a good T-Rav. I had to, when I went to college, I brought some back for my friends, and because they're all from Chicago, and they were like, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's toasted ravioli, and it's delicious."
And Amy says dinner was pizza as it was my birthday. Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Here, let's see.
Didn't want to cook.
Fireworks.
There's fireworks.
This is gonna get addictive, guys. You're gonna get sick of me.
Now you know why Tiffany likes.
You're right. See, but I feel better because I have it just like popped, like the reaction bar is like popped onto my side of the side of my screen, so I don't have to do like weird.
You're trying to do the
right, because then like I never know if it's working, so I'm just like, this is
so it's always funny whenever somebody's doing something and maybe you just accidentally have your hands up like this or whatever, and all of a sudden you get like something that happens and people are like, what?
They're like, what's going on? Yeah, this is a little bit more controlled.
Well, the first time Tiffany realized that she could do that is because she was doing something and all of a sudden balloons started going and people were like, what was the balloon?
What's going on?
Like, I have no clue. And Nita says, hope everyone had better weather than I am having today in New Jersey. We are having a nor'easter today. Oh no.
It's just
We
hot.
had a little bit of rain, but nothing like that.
Did you? Yeah, we didn't get any rain.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. It was raining. It rained on the way to Hardee's this morning, and it's like, go away. But it finally went away. But it's just kind of been. Well, it was like 72 today. It was kind of
nice. It's 80s today, and we're supposed to get severe thunderstorms on Saturday. I think.
I think we're supposed to have more on Saturday.
Okay.
Well, we really need some rain, but
I know.
I hate it. And this one older guy that was with us at Hardee's, he's like, and there'll be somebody that's gonna be complaining because it's raining today, and I'm like,
guilty.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And Gaten says, Mary Jo, my day love Danielle Steele. I told him he was on his own to get those. My aunt used to really like Danielle Steele's, but she said she got to where because they're very formulaic.
They are exactly. Like my mom used to read them. She doesn't read them anymore, but it was like you could literally like insert, like it was like a Mad Lib. You could like insert like place, and it was the same. It was crazy.
People, place, time. Like the same. And Nita said, I had tortellini and some peas for dinner tonight. I had a grilled cheese sandwich and some cottage cheese.
That sounds delicious.
I love it. He's having all this yummy stuff.
My husband picked up Lion's Choice on the way home, and I haven't had Lion's Choice in forever, so I was excited.
What's that?
I think it's maybe just a St. Louis thing. I don't know if you can get it outside of how far it goes outside of St. Louis, but it's just like roast beef.
Oh, okay.
Different kinds of like roast beef, and they have turkey now too, but like it's like roast beef is what they're known for. So it was good.
Esther James said dinner was a New England clam chowder out of a can.
I love a good New England clam chowder, so I will, regardless if it's canned or not. Soup is good.
And the Mother Goose, Amy says, it's chilly, rainy night here in New York. Perfect for reading by the fire. And Cajun said, happy birthday to Amy.
Yep.
So thank you. And I've got another happy birthday. Thank you. And a happy birthday. And Esther Jane said, Mother Goose, definitely is a good night for reading in New York. I've been getting we've been getting some, I can't speak. We have getting some much needed rain. There we go.
Storm really needs that rain, so send it to her. Yeah. She really needs it.
It said thank you. And Emily says, I'm going to be working on putting leftovers away, chicken and dumplings, doing dishes, and getting prepped for work tomorrow. Has a doctor's appointment today, and I need an ultrasound. I was worried about getting a breast. Is it CNN?
I don't know. Is that the big C? I don't know.
Cancer from taking
progesterone.
I
don't know. Oh yeah, you're supposed to
from
endometrial cancer. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Too much into the HRT.
I've heard mixed things from different doctors. There was a doctor that came to St. Louis for a talk, and he was saying different things. So I don't know. I'm not a medical expert, and I'm not at that point yet. So I don't know, but it's rough. It's a rough world.
Yeah, and Crochet Mina says reading Thursday Murder Club number 5 as good as all the others. Cool. I know I've heard some didn't like it as much as the others, so it's good to know that some are liking it as much as the others.
Can I confess that I didn't love Thursday Murder Club? Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Did you read it with your eyeballs or did you listen to it?
I listened to it.
Oh, I listened to it. I don't think I liked it because I listened to it. Maybe I'll read it with my eyeballs.
Yeah, I listened to it. I listened to the second one, and then I was gonna listen to the third one, and they changed narrators.
Ooh.
And I was like, this isn't this doesn't sound right. Why is it not? Because didn't know. I just went ahead and started
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, now I may have to read it with my eyeballs because I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't
hate
like
that.
narrating.
I know. I hate that when they do that.
And so Cajun says, Emily, I hope the scan has good results. I know that is a big concern for you. We'll be praying for you. Yes. Angel said, hi, everyone. I'm still reading Whiskey Business by Adrienne Andover.
Hope you like it. I've heard good things.
And Emily says, so I need to make sure that all is good and I don't mess up the endometrial lining. Fingers and toes crossed. Yes. And Emily, hope everything turns out. And happy birthdays. And Cajun with her little smiley face. Now back to Cajun. And prayers. So thanks, Cajun. I was told that the progesterone would help with sleep. Had I known about the others, I would have diligently taken it. Yeah, it's like Dad. He was taking. They gave him another diabetic medicine like 3 months ago or so when he had a different doctor because the one that he usually goes to wasn't there. So this guy gave him, and I guess his like diabetes stuff was a little high or sugar or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put you on this too. Well, he was going to put him on one that cost like $500. He's like, if you put me on that, I'm not going to get it because I ain't paying that much.
Right.
So they put him on this other one that's supposed to be kind of the same as that one or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been taking it. And then the last time he went, they were saying like his BNPs was like high or something. And that has to do with your heart and all that stuff. And they wanted him to go get like MRI. He had to get a chest x-ray and now MRI and all this stuff. So I said, I want to know what that is you're taking. And I looked it up and it says can cause heart problems, heart failure, blah, blah, blah. Because I said, I'm fairly certain that it's your problem right there because you never had any of these problems.
Right.
Taking that pill. And now all of a sudden these levels are high and this and that and the other. So he quit taking it. He
Good.
I don't want to take it anymore.
Good. And I think that's like the biggest, it's the biggest thing you just, nobody has a lot of us don't have a medical degree, right? So we just have to, be our best advocate. And, if you think that there's something that you need to speak up about, try.
Well, it just seemed like, he hadn't had any problems before. He started taking this pill and now he's having the problem. So it's like, and a lot of times you don't really go in and look at all the.
Exactly. And like, you don't realize it. And you hope that the doctor will be able to say something, I don't know, but it's rough. It's rough. I don't like being an adult.
Amy says, hope everything goes well. Hi, Carmen. I'll read a couple more and then we'll get into reading sprint. And Angel says, I hope the scan results are good. And so I'm trying not to worry because it could be all okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's no sense in extra worrying, but I know it's really hard not to worry.
Especially if you didn't take it for very long.
Yeah, and Carmen says, I'm reading The Elevator Ghost.
Oh.
Sounds fun. And says, I'll be praying that everything goes well. And, are you liking that? Hi, all. I'm reading Ride or Die, the middle grade by Delilah Dawson. I have that one out on audio and on Libby. I haven't got to it yet. Are you liking it, Annie? I need to know. I've liked hers. Hers are pretty. I would say that people would think that hers were pretty spooky.
I haven't heard of that author.
Especially the covers. Delilah S. Dawson and her covers, they're pretty spooky. Mine by, it's called just Mine by Delilah S. Dawson. It's spooky. It's green. It's got this ghost girl on the cover. It's really spooky.
Oh, I think I've seen it then. If that's, I might have seen that one. Is it? Yeah. I'm still scarred from the Lindsay Curry one with that little boy with the eyeballs. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those. It's kind of cool. And Caden says Melmac creates great prompts and they are not restrictive, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And so I am okay. I have to read this one because it made me laugh. Cajun said, "The Carmen, let Tiffany know she can use that for the elevator prompt." The elusive elevator prompt in one of Melmac's countries. That was fun.
Yeah, I heard about that through a couple of different lives. I think it still lives on. Like people still tease about that one.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into a reading sprint and read 15 hours. So happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
Hey.
Hey.
So how did we do? How'd you do?
I got a wild hair to go through my digital library as well as my physical. So I'm working my way through that, but I've been like deleting things off of my Kindle and updating stuff. So I got that and I listened to a little bit of an audiobook. How'd you do?
Good. I think I'm like 83% or so into give me something good to eat. And then I decided to make my last clip so that I could go ahead and edit it. It was like I already had most of it edited, so I was like, I'll do that real quick.
Yeah.
And that way it can be exported, and then on the next sprint I can like post it,
Good.
get my daily put up, and then I don't have to worry about it.
Nice.
It was kind of a short one today anyway.
I like your daily reading vlogs. I think they're fun.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm really windy, and then sometimes you can tell I think not really up to par because it's like this one was like 5 minutes long.
Okay, it makes up for the ones that are like super chatty. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like
so it's
balance. Got balance.
Yeah, balance.
And let's see. I've lost you. Where did you go?
I don't remember where we left off.
There we are. Well, I had it starred, but sometimes I run right by it and I don't. I'm like,
Yeah.
And we were here. And Emily says, thanks. I'm still waiting to get the ultrasound scheduled. And then Melmac says the first prompt is a book that has something that has or had feathers or scales. So any meal with fowl or fish will fulfill the prompt.
Oh,
Like Thanksgiving dinner, November appropriate.
nice.
And it's really funny because I don't think Melmac was on yesterday. And she always has these made up like ahead of time. And then we decided to make one of the prompts, the scavenger hunt ones, a book with fowl or food or fowl on it. So I thought that was kind of funny that hers was the same kind of has fowl.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. And Daniel says, listening to Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Middlestone by Jacqueline Morady.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
I haven't either. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it's got a nice long title.
Yeah.
And Cajun, or not Cajun, but Carmen said to Cajun, well, it is middle grade and no clowns so far. Maybe, just maybe, she should suck it up and read it. And Emily says Blake needs to be.
I'm being called out. I know. I'll get it. I promise.
Hi, Roxy.
Hey, Roxy.
She's on chapter 6.
Oh, okay. She's either on chapter 6 or I need to get to chapter 6. I don't know. But
to chapter 6.
Either way.
Hustle.
I gotta hustle.
So are you having to eyeball read that or do you have an audio?
So I have it physically because I loved the first one and I got this one from Aardvark. So I have it to read with my eyeballs, but again, like my Spotify, I think it's on Spotify and I have their membership or whatever. So you get I think you can basically listen to one book a month for free. So I might use it on that.
What was the one narrator that you said?
Teddy Hamilton. He's one of those people who has a really good voice, but he just doesn't, to me, his face doesn't match his voice.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some of those sometimes. It's like, what?
Yeah. And I think, it's not who I pictured when I picture with the voice. Like I pictured dark hair. I don't know. He's just not who I pictured.
Yeah, I seen pictures of him here. I'll have to listen. I thought if I couldn't remember who it was. I'm like, if I put it on my computer here, so after and look it up real quick afterwards because it'll be there.
There's a whole thing on TikTok. People are infatuated with his voice. So I'm not alone, and I'm not infatuated, but I think he does a really good job. And he's got a nice.
Well, Luke Daniels is one of my favorites. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And he always did the Crew of Hunters, and
Oh
then
yeah,
he wasn't doing the Crew of Hunters anymore. And like Sherry, who used to listen to all the time, she will only eyeball read them now.
because of
It's
him.
just like
Yeah,
I
him
don't like the
leaving.
new guy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what happened with Karen. So Karen White used to narrate the Lucy Stone mysteries, and she also did Booktown. And she's done a bunch of other things, but like to me, Lucy Stone is Karen. Like they're the same person, Karen White. And all of a sudden, Karen White stopped narrating all these cozies that I'm like used to. So I'm like, Karen, where'd you go? Come back, Karen. I need you. I mean, not that like
Started writing her own novels.
I think it's a different person.
It's the
I don't
same one.
know. But I mean, and Carissa Broadbent, no, that's not her. That's not who it is. That's a different author. But whoever took over the voice now, it does a great job. Like I'm not, but it's just Karen. Where are you, Karen? Somebody do a wellness check on Karen. I need to make sure she's alive and well.
Yeah, she used to do a lot, but then she started writing some romances under Karen Gray or something like that.
Oh, okay. Because there's also a Karen White narrator. I mean, an author. So
Yeah,
I was
there
like,
is an
not
author,
her.
yeah, not her. Yeah, you know, she started doing a few under. I think it's Karen Gray is her name or whatever.
Okay, I'll have
And
to
she
published
published like self-published or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And
Stop writing, Karen, and start reading some books for me, please. Okay, I'm gonna check her out.
And
Hello.
Angela says, "Hello, everyone. Hey, I'm reading The Magnolia Sisters by Michelle Major. Dinner was Italian sausage and vodka sauce with pasta."
Ooh, that sounds good.
Hi, Kat. Says, "Hello, Stormy, Blake, and friends. I'm going to read Tales from the House of Benicula, Howie Munro, and The Dog House of Doom, Book 3 by James Howe." I need to get to those.
I think I've only read the first two, so yeah, I need to get on that. And
those are little spin-off ones, and so
I'm gonna go ahead. Sorry,
I've only just read the Benicula, the original Benicula.
I think I read the Benicula, and then what's the Stalks at Midnight?
The Celery Stalks at Midnight.
Yeah, I read that one in school. I just wanted to say, Kat, I'm gonna try to get on your sprints on Wednesday at some point. I might be coming home from work and missing the beginning, but I'm gonna try to get on your sprints. I really enjoy watching you.
She does the Mad Libs. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, and she's just got good energy. She's good. I like her.
Yeah. And then what's his name? Travis does like sprint art, so he tries to make art out of the Mad Lib, and sometimes it's kind of scary. Depending on what the Mad Lib is about or whatever, it can be kind of sketchy. And Roxy says, "I need to read Bride."
I don't know, Roxy. I don't know where you are in your romance, like steamy scale right now. Like I don't know where you land, because
she doesn't like real steamy. I think
right,
like a little bit. So
yeah.
Is it real steamy?
It's been a while since I read Bride, but it is Allie Hazelwood, so I'm assuming yes.
Okay, so
she's not as bad as Tessa Bailey, but she's got some steam in her books. So.
And Angela says, "I love that prompt, Mel Mac." I say, "Hello, Stormy and Blake, my people."
Hey.
Welcome you. And Emily says, "I don't know who the narrator is, but I have a Libro credit coming in."
Emily, you will know who that author, that narrator is. You're gonna look him up.
And so Cajun says that will go with Scavenger Hunt. Yep, for November. Yeah,
perfect.
And we didn't even get together on that one, and it worked out perfect.
I know.
Emily said the Roxy, it's my Pango. It's in my Pango shop. I got a matching hardback from my art.
Emily and I get to be too similar sometimes. Like we had to get matching copies. I feel that.
And so in the Discord, the Mexican prompts have been posted. So. Roxy says, "I'm reading Spark of Everflame by Penn Cole, book 1. I'm loving it. Got a new book boyfriend named Luther. I am in love."
Ooh. Never. We don't judge Roxy ever. That's funny.
And Sock says, "I don't know how long I'll be here. Tired."
Yeah. Mondays are rough.
Everflame. See, I thought it was Everflame, so I was going with that. I'm reading, Roxy. I'm reading it. I got it.
We got you.
And Nomax says the Flower Shop. I saw the movies before I started reading the series, and I like the movies well enough, but I love the series.
Me too.
And Emily says I am reading all the books in the series, and then stalled out on the last book.
Oh, is she maybe the binge versus pace argument?
Probably.
Yeah,
because that's why I feel like I don't want to get like burned out. So if I binge, because I was trying to finish a series because like, oh, there's like 3 left. I'm just gonna finish them all.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got to the last one, I'm like, I really want this to hurry up.
I know. And my sister is notorious for watching a lot of TV, and then all of a sudden she's like doesn't do the last season, and I'm like, come on, just finish it.
And I'm really bad about falling off on like watching series too, because like I've been trying to like get through all of X-Files, and I finally got to season 2, but I usually fall off of the whole thing about season 4, and then I have to start all over at season 1.
Yep.
Well, like season 1, I've got memorized and everything.
I completely understand that. Yeah.
But Roxy says she has Bride, and she just got Made. She just hasn't read them yet.
That's fair.
Says the movie didn't even try to get the MC anywhere close. In the book, the MC is 27, a spunky redhead. Brooke Shield played her in the movie. Yeah. Sometimes I think they just go with like a popular actor. They don't really consider that it's not.
No.
They care.
Especially not Brooke Shields. Now, Brooke Shields is great, but like she's just not Abby Knight. So.
Yeah, I don't know if other people liked it or not, but she's got a Christmas movie that comes on Netflix. It's on Netflix during Christmas.
Oh,
and it's got Gary Elway's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if she buys the castle or she's going to buy a castle or whatever, but he's the guy that owns the laird who owns the castle or whatever. And I just absolutely love that. Anything with her in it.
Yeah, I know. I like Brooke Shields. Yeah.
And Roxy says, I read no middle grade.
Storm, don't get mad. It's Roxy.
It's okay, Roxy. I'll forgive.
I feel like we can't get mad at her, though. She's too funny.
And then she'll just pop up with a middle grade out of the blue.
Yeah.
Not a readathon, because, I know how that goes. I suck at readathon sometimes.
I do too.
I suck at my own readathon sometimes.
Yeah. I have the best intentions. It's just, I'm a really bad mood reader, so I get it.
Yeah, I am too. And Cajun says the Flower Shop read the books long ago when it started, so the movies just didn't do it for me. I have trouble seeing it different whenever it's the same name and characters. Same with a Murder, She Baked movies. Yeah.
I get it.
And I started watching the movies before I ever tried the first the
book, in the series.
Book, Chocolate Chip Cookie Murders.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I like Candace Cameron's grapes.
Yeah, me too.
I think it helps if you like the people playing them a little bit more than if you don't like the people playing them.
Yeah, and I loved the garage sale mysteries with Lori Loughlin. So
yeah, I liked those.
Yeah.
And Melmac says to Angela, thank you. And he says, I hate to break it to you, Blake, but we both have to read through chapter 6.
Oh, okay. We'll get it. We'll do it. I can do it.
And Amy says, Blake, I read Mate earlier today through chapter 6, so I caught up tomorrow.
Amy, you're going to get a reaction. Let me see if I can find something. What should we give Amy?
Did they have the rain cloud?
Oh, yeah. No, it's her birthday. Let's be happy. I'll give her some balloons. There we go. Congratulations, Amy. You got
that's her. Okay.
Yeah.
And Esther Jane says, I'm liking this series like Beaumont. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Like she's really liking it. Like she likes the Beaumont ones, which is what's making me, because I was like, I read the first one like, I don't know, probably like 5 or so years ago, and I never continued. And it's like, now it's like, well, it's been so long ago, I'd have to start over. So I was just like, I'll scrap that series, but she's making me want to try number 1 again.
Yeah.
Fred says, hi, Stormy. Got the 100 going. So in the meantime, I'll be reading The Turning of the Screw and 1898 Gothic horror.
Yeah. Nice.
And if you've not checked out Read by Fred, go check out his channel. Read by Fred. I like Read by Fred. And Roxy says, I love toasted ravioli.
Roxy and I, we've already discussed this. We are best friends in different states. There's a reason why we're in separate states. We could cause some serious commotion if we were together.
One of my newfound besties is her name is Sarah, and she's like the book princess, and she I've got her going on Beaumont now, so she's been in the threads trying to catch up on Beaumont, but she's in New Zealand.
Oh.
And I'm like, you're like my sister from another hemisphere.
Hey, I love that. That's so cool.
And Mary Jo says, dinner was a hamburger and potato cake.
Ooh, that's
yummy. And also had some apples.
Balance, nice.
So thank you to Storm.
You're welcome.
And Carmen says, happy birthday, Amy. Thank you, Carmen. Roxy says, I'm not in the best mood today, but I'm faking it till I make it. Well, we're going to make you laugh. So.
Yeah, how can she not be laughing by now?
And Mary Jo said, happy birthday to Amy. And Cajun says, sorry, Roxy. Hope it gets better.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mary Jo says, Emily, I hope all goes well with your ultrasound. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cajun. And Esther said, I would, Stormy, but we are still in a drought.
Oh, I told her to send some rain to you, so.
Yeah, you can keep it. We're in a drought too, but I'm okay. You can keep it.
Yeah.
And Anita says, I listened to the Thursday Murder Club while reading it and really didn't love it. But it was
okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's, do you like a lot of like British mysteries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I love Janice Hallett.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and I grew up watching a lot of British mysteries, and Keeping Up Appearances was like my favorite sitcom growing up. I'd watch that with my grandparents.
Because I feel like they have a different tone to them than like American mysteries. So then I thought maybe.
Yeah, I think it was just I was not in the mood. I think I thought it was more cozy than it was. And I think going into it, I had a different expectation.
Yeah.
I think that tainted it a
That's
little bit.
Like one of the things when I hear people say it's a cozy mystery, I'm like, it's not cozy mystery.
I know.
It's cozy adjacent.
Right.
It's not
You know, every time I think of you, I say cozy adjacent a lot in my everyday life at the bookstore. Mm-hmm. And in like all the other lives that I've lived, cozy adjacent is a like a very common word in my vocabulary, and every time I'm like, thank you Storm, cozy adjacent. I want to scream it from the mountaintops.
Well, it's like whenever people want to call the Lewis Penny
it is not,
it's like it's not a cozy mystery. It's in a small town, but it's not a cozy mystery.
And he's a professional.
Yeah,
he's a professional, and it's gritty, and it's good. It's fine.
There's some cozy mysteries where there's professionals, but they're very cozy feeling. Because like the one that I like, the Kenny Lowry series by Tanya Kappas, she's a sheriff.
Yeah,
and everything, but it's still very like cozy and everything. And stuff. That one's not cozy at all. And then somebody's going to think, oh, everybody says it's cozy. And then they're like, what?
Exactly. And the Dial A for Aunties by Jesse Q. Santanto, everybody said that was a cozy mystery. So I went into it. It's not even really there's not a mystery. The guy dies in like the first chapter, like the first set of the book. And so I'm like, it's cozy light. No, I don't even think it's cozy. It's just a caper.
Yeah. So. And Toya says, hello, Storm and Blake, reading Bait and Swiss. I think everybody's getting prepared for the live that's coming up.
I'm going to miss that one. It's the last one with Karina.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be out of town. I'm going with my friend to an author panel in Indianapolis. So
hi, Andy. How are you doing? Roxy says, being an adult is no fun. I'm personally surprised I'm left unsupervised.
Me too. For both of us.
And yep, that's how it goes. And Morgan says, or Sock says to Roxy, I'm astonished I'm allowed to use scissors.
I want to say one thing. Roxy should not be left alone with scissors.
No, she shouldn't. She mentions that down below, I think. Too.
Good, because I mean, I haven't looked at the comment, but she should not be left alone, especially those kindergarten scissors that she's got. Yeah. I'm gonna come down to Louisiana and take those from her.
Yeah. Amy says this morning, my mom was like, I don't want to adult today yet. Yeah, sometimes it's just that way.
Yeah.
You know, you hit the alarm and said, no adulting today.
Yep.
Go to bed.
Yep. Especially when you have to do things like get an ultrasound or like go to the doctor or like do like really like serious adult things. That's the worst.
So you see, Roxy says, me too. The damage I do with school scissors in my bangs.
I had to talk her off a ledge the other, like I was like, girl, your bangs aren't that bad. Like it's fine.
Yeah, they're not bad. She was. No. I said she showed me like an Instagram, and I'm like, they're not that bad.
No, that's what I said. I was like, I don't see that much of a difference. Yes, they're shorter, but it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen some where they like, you know, that you see those videos where they twist it.
Yes.
And they cut.
Yes.
Instead of cutting like way down here, they cut up here.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And then they're like, whoop, and they're like really short.
And they're like, yeah.
And Annie says, only chapter 3 Storm, but I am really liking Ride or Die. Oh,
good.
I didn't even know she had another middle grade book out till I seen somebody else was reading it. And I'm like, what? Because I swear I looked on her page and I didn't see any middle grade. Because I always look. Because she writes a lot of adult horror and things like that and stuff. So.
Well, and if you look on like Goodreads, a lot of times they don't link things and stuff. Yeah. So I mean, if only somebody wasn't a Goodreads librarian that could fix that. I'm so glad I know so many now. You and I think is Elizabeth one too?
Yes. No, she's not a librarian, but she's one that she contacts me all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, I will only contact you when it's really bad.
I don't mind. It drives me crazy too when I'm trying to find another book in a series.
Yeah. And
it's not there. I always have to like try to search for it on its like own and see. It's like, do they have anything? Look through their page, trying to find one, and it's like, it's annoying. And C says, Sock says, I think I'll fall asleep during this rant. Good night.
Good night.
Long gone, but good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
We're saying good night. Happy birthday, Amy. And we probably should do another sprint here in a minute. So he says, Michelle says, for me, I really enjoyed The Crash by Frida McFadden. Maybe try that one. And The Perfect Son was also really good. I read that. Yeah.
I didn't love The Crash, but I will try The Perfect Son because I trust Lee's judgment. Because I like Lee and I have a lot of similar taste.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of thrillers, so I'm like super hit or miss with thrillers. They're either like super boring or really good.
Yeah, no, I get it. And once you read a bunch, then they get harder and harder to impress you.
Yeah, and like Michelle and I, we read The Other Sister by Jessica R. Patch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Christian fiction thriller. But I was like, don't let the Christian fiction part, like, make you not read it, because it was a really good thriller, I thought. I'm like, now I don't read a whole lot, but I thought it was a really good thriller. But all it was just basically a clean thriller. So there's like no foul language and all that kind of stuff in it. But there wasn't really a whole lot that would make me think that it was a Christian fiction thriller. It is really good. And it had us like boggled. We were like trying to figure it out.
Those are the best though.
Yeah. And hi Lisa, the Lost Coffee Mug says, hey everyone, hope everyone had a good Monday. A bit late joining as I made some dinner, bacon, which took the longest, and eggs.
I love bacon.
I love bacon and eggs. Mm-hmm. And Mary Jo's on page 7 of 292 and watched my weekend review video also.
Nice.
Amy is 77%, and Angel started at 32, now 37. And yes, Blake, I am enjoying Whiskey Biscuit.
Yay, good. Okay, because I need to read it.
Cajun got to 80%, and Carmen's has made it to 57% and got baked spaghetti in the oven to cook.
That sounds good too.
I'm going to Carmen's house. And he just said, I got to 74%, and Michelle read 2 chapters and put a toddler in bed. That was productive.
Yeah, that's alone, yeah.
And Kat says, I finished watching the YouTube video and commented. Then I read my Banicula book and made it to chapter 3. It's adorable and fun to be back in the world. I love this series. I really need to do that. I forget about it because I like just think about Banicula, but then she's the one that like showed like there's like a picture book too. Banicula.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that was like, I need that.
Yeah. That'll go with your creepy pair of underwear.
Yeah. And Emily got 6% of buy the horn.
Yeah.
Horn? They were going together. It's like, either buy the ham or buy the horn.
It's my fault. I told you to turn down the brightness in your computer.
No, it's that my eyeballs aren't very good either.
Well, mine aren't either, and I'm not used to wearing glasses, so.
Until the leftovers are put away and the dishes are done.
Is that? I think that's the Ruby Dixon book that.
It might be.
Yeah, I think so.
Because the one was the bull something, so maybe.
That's I think that's yeah.
Yeah, you can tell I know what they are because it's the bull something.
Right. No, I'm with you. I don't know the full titles either. I should. Don't tell Sonia.
And get to chapter 6, so through page 76.
Okay, you can do it.
Hi, Jill.
Hey.
So the scariest part of my book is playing Truth or Dare with the Queen Bee. Oh no, that could be awful.
I know.
Jill says I read 102 pages so far of Out of the Woods by Greg Olson. So you're the one. You influenced somebody, Jill, because Socks from the Barton Argument was reading that today because she's seen somebody reading it yesterday. So you were the person. I couldn't remember who it was.
Okay, Jill, have you read anything else by Greg Olson? And if you have, what do you recommend?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I have that one, but I have a bunch.
Emily says I also mean to stay on Cat Sprint, but Wednesday is Bible study. Yeah. Didn't you read Quicksilver?
Me?
Talking to.
Maybe I think Roxy did.
Roxy?
I think Roxy did. I didn't.
There is more steam in the latter half of Bride. I listened to it last month.
Okay.
And yay, Blake! I hope you can.
Yeah, I'll pop in at some point. I have to get home from work and then or I might listen to you when I'm finishing and then I'll pop on and like be active later.
And Emily says we are to read chapter 6 in May, right? So basically stop at the beginning of chapter 7, right?
Storm, my buddy Reed has taken over this sprint tonight, and I.
Yes, Amy.
Sorry, guys.
I should just... Yes. So, okay, so I didn't read over. Okay. Don't throw stones, but I've never watched X-Files.
Me either, Carmen. I haven't either.
It's okay, Carmen, because I've never made it through all of X-Files. So.
And I don't know if you were like this, Stormy, because you and I both lived in a world where there was no TiVo or like recorded. So if for me, at least, and this might be crazy, people can call me out, but if I missed a bunch of episodes, I didn't watch it. Right. Yeah. Because a lot of that stuff built like in the storylines and different things. And I was like, well, I missed, like I was on vacation, I mixed XYZ, I had soccer practice, whatever the case was. I never played soccer, but that was the first thing that popped in my head. But anyway, you miss it and then you don't, and I didn't record like with the VCR tape, I wasn't that dedicated.
I was like that because like you had the 3 channels growing up, and if you did not mark when pilot was coming on of a new show and you missed it, and you didn't get it the next go around when it came on, you just didn't watch the show,
right?
Because I'm like I got to get the pilot. I got to know what's going on. It's like reading the first book in a series. I got to get the pilot.
Exactly.
So. Nowadays it's like if you miss the pilot, you can go on Hulu or something and get in.
Right. People do not know the struggle of us born in the 90s, or not. I wasn't born in the 90s, but like living through the 90s, 80s, 70s. Yeah. So
That's a lot easier if you miss the pilot to catch it somewhere else so that you can nowadays because you stream it and all that kind of stuff.
Or even just a random episode. Like I would just catch because like what's the when I was younger, it was the WB. They had the all that stuff on, or what was it? Was Sabrina the Teenage Witch? What channel was that on?
I don't know because I
Well,
never watched it.
it was one of the like cable networks or
It
whatever.
wasn't Disney or anything, was
It might have been
it?
ABC.
CW or
CW or ABC, whatever.
Mhm.
But like I would sporadically watch that kind of stuff. So I had no idea what really happened because I was never home like enough Fridays in a row.
Because see, like the X-Files, I think was on Fox.
Yeah.
And so I only got, the three main channels. We didn't have Fox.
Yeah.
So I never watched it. So when it was on and when we actually got a satellite, when it was on, it was like 4 or 5 seasons in. So I never watched it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And so now I'm struggling to try to watch it now. Not because it's not any good. It's just my attention span. It's something I have to watch. I can't read or do something with it because I have to watch it. It's like my background stuff is stuff that I've watched all the time, so I don't feel like I have to watch it.
So it's not like your Murder, She Wrote, where you can like do something else, where like this you actually focus. Yeah, no, I get you.
And so we should probably do a read this month. So
we're chatty tonight.
Yeah, we'll read to the top of the hour. So happy reading, everybody.
Good.
So what did we do?
I just listened to a little bit more of an audiobook, and I tried to feed my dog, but he was not interested in eating right now. So probably because I'm not sitting with him while he eats. So
Spoiled, is he?
yeah. Sometimes he doesn't care. Sometimes he does. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, sometimes like Dresden like just doesn't want to eat at all, and so I'll have to put something on
Yeah.
it to make her want to eat it, and
Yep.
then it's like, yeah, see, I knew you were hungry. But then
Yeah.
she'll come up here and be like looking at her snack bag. I swear, you know, I've got I told my friend Barb that I have to sell books to afford her snack bill that she has because
Yeah.
she likes expensive snacks. There's Old Roy snacks. They're little long ones, and they're like almost $7.
Dang. Yeah.
And she can go through a sack like no other. And I even try to break them in half to like try to make them last. And she cracks me up because she'll get down off the bed and then she'll go sit and she'll stare at me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you just had a snack. And she'll like, stare at me. And then I'm like, what? And she looks at the bag. And then she stares at me. You're spoiled. You're spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, then I have to give her a little half of one and be happy for a little bit. And then she'll just be like sitting on the bed and just like all of a sudden she just like jumps up, runs down, and looks at me.
I hate it when they stare at you. That drives me crazy.
And she'll do it in the middle of the night too. And it's like, I'm trying to sleep, doesn't it?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Now you know why I'm up in the middle of the night.
Right, exactly. Justin wants a snack right now.
Let's see if I can. Oh, and I got to 92% of my
You're so close.
Almost did it, yeah. Almost so close. Yeah, it's like the wrap up stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Kind of a basic run of the mill spooky middle grade.
Yeah.
That guy also writes, I think, adult horror.
Oh, okay.
So it's always fun to like see how they'll do when they're doing middle grade after doing like the adults. Like, how can you switch your mind to make it where it's not too spooky?
Yeah, I don't know where to draw the line, you know? It seems that that's the new trend, though. Like, within the next year, there's going to be a ton of YA authors or middle grade authors writing their first, or they're writing more adult books. Lindsay Curry's got her first adult. She's writing an adult book. She's on my list of people who have wrote middle grade or YA.
Like, I think she wrote a YA novel with somebody called The Creeping or something like that.
Yeah, there's a couple I think that she wrote with somebody else.
Because that's when I first heard about it. I had never read them, but I had heard the name, but then she started doing the middle grade and stuff.
Yeah. Then now she's
it's fine if she wants to dabble, but she better write her horror middle grade.
Oh, she will. We had all these like kids and they were like, when's the next one coming out? Like they were demanding. So I know that there's more middle grade coming. It's just so funny because they were like, but what about this series and this book? Is there going to be and it was just like they asked all the hard questions.
Did the kids like the mystery series?
They loved it.
Because I was like, it's okay. It's not a horror, but it's okay. But you can also tell that she's a horror middle grade writer because I thought like the stuff that the kids go through in that first book had some high stakes to them.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so you can kind of tell that she's like a horror writer.
And it was nice for me as a bookseller when it comes to like parents coming up to me. I'm like, I don't know what your kids level of horror is. So like if you have somebody that you're hesitant, try her mystery series.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to have that like balance of like, hey, if you're a scaredy cat, you can read this.
That's like with her horror. I would say if you're on the fence about how spooky some things are, that they should also try like the Peculiar Incident on Shady Street. Like I think that's one of her first ones, and I don't feel like it's as scary.
Okay, that's good to know. People will ask, and so that's good to know. I'm gonna file that away.
And Mary Jo says, I seem to read book series that seem like they never end, like James Patterson and Janet Ivanovich. Yeah.
Yeah. And you think they do, and then they surprise you with a new one.
Yeah. I have one of those series, though. The Crew of Hunter has 39 books in this series, I think it is. And it looks like she's quit writing them because she had like the spin-offs. But then she has one coming out next year.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to attach to it or if it's going to be another spin-off, but it's a witch. But they call it a Crew of Hunter book whenever I see it. So I'm like, so is it going? But it's kind of about witches or something. So then I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's still going to be an adjacent one.
Right. I wrote like a little pitch to see if she would come to the area, because it said like she's going to stick to like her like region or wherever she lives. So I don't know if she'll.
I met her at one of the only ever book con that I ever went to. It was in Chicago.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it was in 2016. And so yeah, and at that time I'd only read like 10, and I was like, I like just started reading these. I'm already on number 10. And like her little person that was with her that was doing the signings or whatever, she's like, did you hear that? She just started and she's on number 10. So she was impressed.
Yeah.
But she seemed really nice. It was always interesting to meet some of your favorite, because you never know how they're going to act or how they're going to be.
Exactly.
In real life.
Exactly. And what I've come to realize are kind of, with a lot of them, they're introverts just like we are. So they're really like, they're burnt out by the end of the night. And so like trying to get them to like, just, you don't really want small talk. And
I have a picture of me with the Heather Graham sign.
Nice.
Because I was getting burnt out myself, being that I'd been there for so many days already, and you're on your feet all day at these things, and I'm a hefty girl, and her like signing wasn't until like the latter part of the day, and my eyes look bloodshot, and I'm like tired and everything, but I didn't want to walk around anymore. My feet hurt. So I just like, I'm just gonna stand here and wait for I was the first one in line, and this lady come by and she goes, you want to hold this sign for me? And I was like, sure. And so then I turned to somebody I said, can you take a picture of me?
Yeah.
Holding the Heather Graham sign. Heather Graham line here or whatever.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's like, that's fangirling, right? It's like, can you take a picture of this with the sign?
Oh, we all have fangirl moments and stuff. So that's so cool.
I look a mess because I look like I'm about dead on my feet, but it was still fun.
No, it's a memory.
Hi, Coach Adam Reed says, what is good, everyone? How are you all doing tonight? I saw him last night on Sean Stevenson's, he was doing a book haul live.
Oh, that's right. You were saying something about a book haul.
It was a lot of fun. He had a lot of books. I think it was like 2 hours he was there. We were like making fun of him because it's like, how many did you buy out the whole store?
Right.
Mary Jo says, you're doing really well this month on the middle grade Storm. Yes,
you are, Storm.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I do better than other times. Right now I ain't got burned out of them, but sometimes I try to schedule some adult books in between so that I didn't like just get one reading a lot of middle grade.
That's smart.
And Kim says, hi, y'all. Just woke up. Hello, Kim. And Carmen, no, Roxy, don't do it. Yeah, the scissors. Don't do it. Kim says, I had a friend in high school. He wet his bangs and cut them where he wanted them. He had no idea that it would draw up when they dried.
Oh.
School pictures were the next day. Oh.
Oh, that sucks.
I think we all have those school pictures that we wish we never had too. So that's probably And Emily says, sorry, read through chapter 6. I can't type correctly, but clearly. It says, yes, by the horn is a second. Ruby Dixon. Okay. That's fine, though. Esther Jane says, Karen, I watched first season of X-Files and I got bored by the second season. Yeah, if it's not your thing, yeah, I could see. Yeah. Jill says, no, this is the book by Greg Olson. But have you read? Oh, is that your only book you've read by Jill Olson or Greg Olson? Is that what you're saying? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I swear I think I've read a book by him before, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I have a couple. I just didn't know if there's anything that like was really good. But
and Amy says, Emily, I read Quicksilver. It was okay for me. The beginning is a bit slow though. Carmen says, Esther Jane, if I ever try. We see who my soul sister is, you are Storm. And Jill says, I never watched the X-Files either. And Mary Jo says, I have never seen the X-Files. Oh, look, see all these people.
Good, makes me feel better.
Okay, now, all of you, was it because you didn't have Fox Channel? Because I feel like sometimes if you don't have the channel, you didn't miss it. You don't ever.
That's true. And also, like, back in that, when it was on the air, I was more of a scaredy cat. So nowadays I could probably watch it and be fine. But I was always like, no, that sounds too scary. So
I know Kat liked the X-Files. Yeah, I love the X-Files. It's my favorite show. My husband and I are going to start a rewatch of the series in 2026. Awesome. Nice. I'll probably still be on season 2 by the time we get there.
But Stormy can act out season 1.
Yeah. And Sabrina was on ABC. Okay.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember.
And Esther Jane says, oh my, I'm cracking up, going up if you missed. Oh, well, not.
Right?
Yep, it's not on yet. You know, I feel like the sitcoms were a little bit different. But if it was like a drama-filled show or something like that, you just had to start from the beginning.
Right. Or like I loved Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, and I feel like I missed a couple shows and somebody was dead, and I was like, what happened? You know, it's just like, so you can't miss that stuff.
Yeah. Pages, the TV Guide was a needed magazine back then, yes, to know when your shows were coming on, especially when new seasons start. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I thought I'd never get to this place. Because I thought I would always be that one that needed the guide to find out what the new shows were going to come on that next year, you know, because you were always like that.
Yeah.
Then we just went to streaming and cut out a whole lot of that stuff. And we didn't have like some of the main channels when we first started out.
Mm-hmm.
And we have them. We have a couple of them now. We don't get channel 7, which is CBS.
Okay.
Here. And so, but we have the other 2, but I don't even see what's on them channels anymore. I just put on Murder, She Wrote, and I'm okay. I don't really care.
And I saw the other day that somebody said like kids nowadays won't know the pain of watching the TV Guide channel and like missing the one you're like looking for, and then having to rewatch it all back. And I identified with nothing more than I was like, yes, that is the worst.
Yeah, and it's like now it's like the guides are like, you know, nobody needs those anymore. No. Just look up on the internet what's coming out this fall.
Yeah. And you can even do like, you can ask Google like, where can I find this streaming? And it tells you like what app it's on and stuff. So like you don't even have to do any of that work.
Yeah, because I'll do that like with movies and things like this. Where can I see this movie and see if it's on a free app or not? Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm not watching that. It's not on anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll be scrolling through Tubi, and then all of a sudden there it is, and I'm like, it said it wasn't on a free app. Like Big Trouble in Little China is on Tubi right now.
Okay.
I wanted that during Old School April.
Yeah.
It wasn't on anything free, and I couldn't find it at the library. And I'm like, now it's on, and I'm like, during a spooky season, really?
Yep. And
so I'm like, I'm gonna have to watch it. Dad watched it the other day because I showed it to him. He's like, I haven't seen that in forever. Yeah, ABC. Ah. Okay, so Kim says that's why I live for the new season. A TV guide is huge and talked about every show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Kristen from the Never Ending Beyond. Kristen's corner. They're better late than never. That's right. And the Oki Rita said Sabrina originally aired on TGIF on
Yes.
ABC.
That's
and
what it was
Antenna
called.
Channel. Yes, an Antenna Channel.
Yeah.
And Carmen says, I was born in the 60s. Don't you dare ask. So you guys are talking about shows. I told my kids, shut that crap off. Excuse my French and take out the garbage.
That's funny.
Not really, but maybe something. And Michelle says, going to hop off this evening and watch X-Files.
Nice.
Yes.
Enjoy.
She is doing her little rewatch of X-Files because she likes that too. And Carmen's laughing. So good night, Michelle. Night. And so I'm listening. I listened to a chapter and got quirky outside. Awesome, Amy. And the Oki Reader says, I got halfway mark of the women. Awesome.
Nice.
Esther Jane got to chapter 32 of 125 short chapters because
we like short chapters.
It just makes it sound like it's such a long book when you say 32 out of 125.
It does, but it does help to know that they're short. So then I'm like, okay, that's good.
Yeah. And Mary Jo says only got a few pages read, so 14 of 292.
No worries.
And Cajun says 93%. Oh,
nice.
So close. And Anita got to 82%. And Angel read 43% that last sprint and took out the dog. All right. And Mary Jo said back in the day, if you missed your show, they had reruns on in the summer and you could record it on VHS. Today, you can record on the DVR or stream it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get like a show if you missed it.
Absolutely.
And like, did you ever the struggle of there being a show on each channel at the same time that you wanted to watch, but you could only pick one?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Or your parents, there's only like, say you have two TVs and you have one with a VCR and you wanted to record one or because you were out or something, but like your parents didn't want to watch that and they didn't want to go to the other TV, so you had to people don't know the struggle anymore. Yeah. We had real world struggles back in the day. And I was always the one that was guilty that we had the, dial-up internet, and I was always on like a three-way calling with people and like party lines, and like people would try to like call my house and I would always be on the phone, and it was,
The party line always got me because it was always my grandma. Like, she was a little gossip hen or whatever, and you'd like pick it up, and grandma, because she lived next door to us, and grandma was on the phone with one of her little lady friends, and it's like, Grandma, I want to make a call.
I loved going to my grandma's because she would have a party line, and so I would like listen in and be like, "Ooh, what's going on?"
It's like you pick it up real slow and see if you can hear somebody,
and you have to like not breathe into the receiver, and you're just kind of good old days.
Yeah. Emily says, I got my coffee pot programmed and read 11 pages in Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Also
nice.
And Jill read through page 118. And Mary Jo says, so close, Lauren, you could finish tonight. Yes, I will definitely be finishing tonight. I can't leave it hanging at 92%.
I know.
And Gaten says, one day I couldn't find Shomo when I got home. He had gotten into a cabinet where the food and opened a bag of treats and was chowing down. He just looked at me like, what? He's looking at you like, mind your business.
Right. Like, what you doing? Close the door. I'm fine.
He's having a Garfield moment right there.
Right. Let me eat my snacks in peace.
And Emily says, I'm going to say goodnight. I didn't sleep well last night, and tomorrow I am working a game. So I have 12-hour day tomorrow. Oof. Good night, Emily, and hopefully you get a good night rest. Mm-hmm. And there's some people saying good night to Emily, and Annie says I got 29% and ate leftover spaghetti.
Sounds delish.
And Esther Jane said, I am Going off as well. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, and I'm getting tired. Have a good night. Good night, Esther Jane.
Good night. 3:30. If I'm like up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. is like the sweet spot. Like that's when I usually wake up.
Yeah, I wake up around that time a lot of times too, and it's like, what am I doing? Go back.
I know, right? Now I can just message you on Discord. Be like, Storms, you awake?
Yeah. And I've answered Esther Jane's message one time at like, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and she says, "But what are you doing?"
Right. Can't sleep. Let me be productive.
Yeah. And Amy says, "I'm going to get off now. I need to charge my phone. Thanks for the sprints, ladies. Good night, everyone. Bye, Amy."
Good night, Amy.
And Kat says, "I did not read during that sprint. I created and posted my pictures on Instagram for the Halloween Happy Challenge."
Nice.
And only book by him. Okay. And Angel said, "Good night, everyone."
Good night, Angel.
And hi, Sonia says, "Hey, friends. Hope you had a fun night." We did. We had a lot of fun.
She's just sliding in there to cause some more chaos.
Yeah. And Kat says, "Hopping off to take the dog out before getting into bed to read. Thanks for the friends. Lovely ladies. Good night, friends." Bye.
Good night.
Good night, Kat. And Jill says the TV listings were a part of the Sunday paper every weekend.
Yep.
And Anita says, "Thanks, you two, for the sprints. I hope you have a good night and a good week, and I hope to see you all soon. Be safe and good night."
Good night,
And
Anita.
for any of the lovely people that aren't doing anything tomorrow afternoonish, I think if Lee is still going to be doing them, we were going to do sprints at like 12 noon her time, but it'd be like 11 o'clock in the morning my time.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to. I think I have an appointment, but I'm gonna comment because I missed seeing Lee.
Asked me if I wanted to do some Halloween
Yeah.
sprints because she's off tomorrow. And I was like,
Oh,
I
fine.
don't think I have any doctor's appointments for Dad. I don't think we're going anywhere. I think we're good. So
Yeah. I have to get a lunch with a friend, but I'm gonna hang out.
it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. Sorry, I had to sing that.
Oh.
3 a.m. is usually a personal summertime for me. Good night, y'all. Have the most amazing week. You too, Sonia.
Good night.
And that, my friend, is the end of the comments. So
Nice.
So, like I said, if anybody isn't doing anything tomorrow around noonish or whatever, look out for Dark Root Creations having a sprint going. And unless she forgets or has something else pop up, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
I want to do a sprint sometime with Lee. Like, I don't feel like we've ever like chatted like this.
Yeah.
And
I tried to get her on tonight, but she had to close tonight, so she was in time. So
one day I will meet Lee in person.
And so I hope everybody has a great week. Yeah. And don't forget, there's all kinds of sprints going on everywhere. And I know that my friend Keen Cats has one on at 8:30 tonight. So I'll probably head over there after this and say hi to her. So thanks for hanging out with me, Blake. Yeah. And I hope everybody has a good night. And we shall see you the next time. Bye.
Good night, guys. Bye.